Coming up on this week's news, the government warns electrical contractors not to install Chinese-made CCTV cameras. Campaigners save London's famous gas lamps from conversion to LED, and a record number of electricians say they're going to work on Christmas Day because of the cost of living crisis. Welcome to Electrical News Weekly in association with myenergi. Whether you're listening in the van, on site or down at the wholesale counter, I'm Joe Robinson and I've been through the best of the electrical industry news to save you the trouble. And as always, if you think you've spotted the two words that I've been challenged to slip into this week's show, comment with them below for the chance to win a prize. The government is warning electrical contractors not to install Chinese-made CCTV cameras and systems. Ministers say they're becoming increasingly concerned about the security risk posed by Chinese state-controlled surveillance systems watching British streets and buildings. It's believed that 2/3 of UK public bodies use CCTV systems that are made in the People's Republic of China. This week, the government ordered all its departments and locations to halt the deployment of any such equipment. Cabinet Office Minister Oliver Dowden has specifically named cameras from big manufacturers including Hikvision and Dahua. However, Hikvision has hit back. It said it is categorically false to represent the company as a threat to national security. It says it wants to urgently meet with UK officials to understand the decision and to clear up any misunderstandings about its business. The firm says it cannot view its customers' videos. And just a little interesting bit of trivia for you here, it was a Hikvision CCTV camera which captured Matt Hancock's infamous canoodle with an assistant which cost him his job as health secretary. The suspect who leaked the footage has never been caught. Another planned deployment of Eastern technology on the streets of the UK has been effectively halted this week. Westminster Council has announced that it will not replace its historic gas lamps with LED lighting. The move follows a campaign by the heritage group, the London Gasketeers, yes that is a real organisation, and the GMB Union. The local authority was due to replace almost 200 gas street lamps and had changed 30 over before the campaign got going. It says that gas lamps are becoming increasingly difficult to maintain, they're putting safety at risk and they're bad for the environment. However, the council is now pledging to keep 138 Grade 2 listed gas lamps, while 36 non-listed lamps will also remain. 94 non-listed gas lamps will still be upgraded to LEDs. GMB Chief Andy Prendergast congratulated Westminster Council on its climb down. He said the decision preserves an important part of London's history ahead of the festive tourist season. So will you be admiring the capital's gas lamps over the festive period, or spending time with family and friends? Well, according to a recent survey, an increasingly large number of you will be on the tools. In fact, 1 in 5 electricians has told researchers from Ironmongery Direct that they'll be working on Christmas Day itself. And 2 in 5 say they'll work on one of the bank holidays, such as Boxing Day or New Year's Day. The Sparks say they want to maximise their earnings to help with the rising cost of living. On average, electricians say they're planning to take 5 days off this December. However, they're unlikely to kick back with a chocolate orange in front of Netflix. Apparently that's a thing. 1 in 6 reveals that their friends and family have already got jobs lined up for them to do around the house. There's no rest for Sparks in Australia either. Electrical contractors down under are run off their feet as the country moves at breakneck speed towards renewable energy sources. In fact, Oz needs to find electrically qualified people to fill up to 12,000 vacancies in the next 2 years. The Australian and New Zealand Standard Classification of Occupations lists electricians as one of the key skills wanted by the government. You'll also need to be under 45, have adequate English, and you and your family need to be in good health and of good character. If you're interested in a place in the sun, I've popped the link to the Australian Immigration Department in the show notes. Keep us posted on how that one goes, folks. If emigration is not your thing, but you'd like a virtual place in the sun, then we can help with that too. Because the eFIXX Awards are looking to celebrate installers who specialise in commercial and industrial jobs. If that's you, then simply log on to the website and tell us why you should be the Installer of the Year. Early bird entries are free until Friday the 14th of January 2023, so you better get moving. Again, I've put a link in the show notes. And there's been a major shake-up in the Welsh Government's regulations on rented properties. Since the 1st of December, you can now submit electrical installation certificates instead of electrical installation condition reports for newly built homes in Wales that are being used as rental properties. Previously, a new property being used for rental purposes would need to have an EICR issued, even if there was a current EIC in place. But now the Welsh Government has changed the regs to allow EICs to act as proof of a safe installation, following lobbying from the industry. Frank Bertie, the Chief Technical Officer at NAPIT, welcomed the news. He said that an EIC by a qualified person confirms the installation is compliant and safe. The regs also place new legal requirements on private landlords in relation to smoke and carbon monoxide alarms, again Check out the link in the show notes for more details. Now, a different reason to celebrate. Since 1992, RF Solutions have built millions of remote control systems, having grown to become the largest manufacturer of wireless switching solutions in the UK. Operating from a 20,000 square foot purpose-built facility, they manufacture solutions for remote switching anything from outdoor lighting and garage door motors to roller shutter doors and industrial machinery. This December, they celebrate their 30th year anniversary. To celebrate the occasion, RF Solutions are giving 12 installers the chance to win a free RF beer pack. This contains a limited edition RF Solutions beer glass and 2 free Ukrainian lagers that I have no idea how to pronounce. To enter their prize draw, send an image, video or message congratulating RF Solutions on their 30-year anniversary. You can share your message with them via any of their social channels. Their handle is @RF Solutions Limited or via email to news@rfsolutions.co.uk. You have until 1 o'clock on the 16th of December to share your message in order to win. 12 installers will be selected from all entries and shipped an RF beer pack in the post. No doubt if you win, you'll enjoy a little boogie woogie. Lighting brand Megaman is shipping a low-cost version of its Tigo 2 LED downlight. The Tigo Slim is fire-rated for 30, 60 and 90-minute ceilings and has a depth of just 70mm. It's dimmable, has a beam angle of 90 degrees and features a simple push-fit connection. It's available in a warm colour temperature of 2800 Kelvin and a cool one of 4000 Kelvin. Expect to pay under £50 for a Tigo Slim at your usual wholesaler. And finally, have you ever had the dreaded call from a customer telling you that everything in their smart home has stopped working? It usually turns out that the client has changed the router. This means you now must find all the passwords and reconnect all the lights, cameras, doorbells and other devices back to the internet. Except that you don't. Gordon's got a smart hack to get you out of trouble and save you hours of programming. Check it out in his video special. I've put the link in the show notes. That's it for this week, but coming up on our YouTube channel in the next few days, I review the Marshall Toughlex Sterling Curve dado trunking. Gordon takes a close look at a serious bit of crimping kit from Klauker. Seriously, that thing is an absolute beast, and the dynamic duo are reunited as Gary and Gordon put the Knipex scissors through their paces. Gary starts the video off as a skeptic, so tune in to see if he changes his mind. If you think you know the words I've smuggled into this week's show, pop your guess into the comments and we'll dig out a goodie bag prize to the first to get the right answers. Last week's words were rabbi and donut, so well done if you didn't fall for the double bluff of me just telling you outrightly what the word was. And the first person to spot both was someone by the name of Realist Real. Again, doubtful that's what your parents recorded on your birth certificate, but well done for getting them right, and click the link in the description to claim your prize. Thank you for listening to this episode of Electrical News Weekly in association with myenergi. Make sure you subscribe to receive the next update. Thanks for listening, and until next time, have a great week, stay safe out there, and remember, there's no such thing as a torque calibrated arm.